The Donkey Kong Bananza Direct just happened this past Wednesday, and we got a bunch of brand new information for this game. From the confirmation of Pauline being in this game, to there being a clear comparison to Mario Odyssey that it's not even funny. We're going to be covering all of the stuff that I noticed in this 15-minute goldmine of a Direct. First of all, we got the confirmation of Pauline. She was the same character as Odd Rock. I knew it! And breaks out at the start of the game. Pauline wants to find her way back to the surface, and it's said that one's wish will be granted if they can reach the planet's core. So, that's what they set out to do. Donkey Kong and Pauline set out to uncover the layers of the Earth, making their way deeper and deeper underground. We did get confirmation that a large portion of the story will take place underground, definitely over 90%, which is why the sky can look so vastly different depending on where you are on the map. Also, can we talk about how epic the voice acting was for this Direct? He sounded like a radio announcer. So sick! Now, moving on into the moves that Donkey Kong can perform. He is able to do a large variety of things, from just plain smashing things, or punching them, to climbing virtually any surface, to dive punch, which is you jumping into the air and crashing into the ground. The strength of the punch even depends upon which material you punch. If it's sand, it'll break really easily, but if it's stone, it'll break a lot slower. There's roll forward, which allows you to roll forwards, barreling down light objects with ease. There's hand slap, which also has sonar functionality, allowing you to detect things that are hidden from sight, like Bananza gems. There's tear off, which allows you to tear up the ground and swing what you tore up at enemies. You can also tear off turnips and literal chunks off of enemies, because that's perfectly normal behavior. There's swing, which is basically just swinging chunks that you pull up out of the ground, and then chunk jump is literally jumping off of a chunk, like a double jump. Now, throw is very interesting. You can basically throw various objects at enemies. You can even aim them precisely as well. Also, if you throw an object made of a softer, stickier material, it'll stick to objects nearby, and you can stick multiple objects together to form bridges. Turf Surf is next, and you can basically ride on top of chunks. Not sure how long they last, but it's a dope inclusion. You can also make music through Pauline. These notes reveal where you need to go, and they can help remove seals from objects. We got confirmation of Cranky Kong and Rambi as well. They'll be adventuring down below alongside us, although definitely not all the time. Maybe once per level. And we also got the confirmation of Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong, which for some reason me and Presto just plain did not see. We're both as blind as a bunch of bats. Now, Giant Elders. This was one of the big announcements for this Direct. The Giant Elders possess ancient Bananza powers. By learning their Bananza powers, Pauline can make something special. She can make Donkey Kong go ballistic mode. What exactly do you mean? He can turn into Kong Bananza, a literal beast of a Kong. And to top it all off, he can take multiple forms as he progresses through the story. We haven't seen all the forms that he can take, but we do know 3. There is the regular one, which is just a powered up version of Donkey Kong. There's also Zebra form, who can run on water, and the Flying Ostrich. Bananza forms don't last forever though. You can increase how often you can transform by collecting gold, which increases your Bananergy. Whoever came up with all these banana terms is literally pure genius. Bananergy is so fun to say. Otherwise, we didn't get any other details on Bananergy, so it might just be for the Bananza powers. Now, the Void Company, a collection of 3 evil villains, stand in Donkey Kong's way. So, he has to defeat them. There's Grumpy Kong, Poppy Kong, and Void Kong. They are also headed for the planet core. Now, I don't know if we'll see King K. Rool in this game at all. He may take center stage near the end, but again, I don't know. He definitely has some references, although they are hidden, but it's there. The main question is, if he is in the game at all, how late into the game are we going to have to wait? Or are we even going to have to wait at all? Maybe he's pulling the strings on the entire story, and we have no idea. I think Nintendo had a lot of different paths they could have taken this game in. We'll just have to wait and see which one they went with. Bananza gems are found all throughout the underground world, and personally, I'd compare them to Power Moons in Mario Odyssey, although they do a fair bit more in some regards, and less in others. For example, there's no Odyssey in this game. Sad. I know. There are also ancient ruins where you can obtain the gems in further ways. Challenges include time-limited battles, courses to reach the end, side-scrolling stages, and much more. These challenges look to be pretty interesting, and seem to be filled with content for us to sink our teeth into, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm especially looking forward to the side-scrolling missions, as those look to be pretty fun. Now, there is a skill tree, and it looks so sick. You can get skill points by acquiring Bananza gems, I'm sure there's other ways too, and can spend them on various abilities, such as your sonar's distance. I know that this is something new that was brought to the table, as Mario Odyssey's dev team didn't include this in that game, but it looks epic. You can upgrade so much. I wonder how powerful Donkey Kong can realistically get. Also, does this increase his Kong Bananza powers as well? That's something I'm excited to try out. There are also Bananium chips, which are just slices of banana. They can be exchanged for Bananium gems at the chip exchange. Now, the next spot we're going to cover is called the Stuff Shop. You can trade gold for stuff here. By the looks of it, here's what we have so far. We have red balloons, which recovers you from a fall without a penalty. Apple juice, which when you run out of health completely restores it. Melon juice, which allows you to transform without having a full meter. And whatever that thing is. It's different from treasure maps that we'll cover soon, which look like this. My guess is that it's some further kind of map for something not yet unveiled. Now, fossils can be traded for different styles of clothing at style shops. Different pieces of clothing provide different effects, so mix and match them. Also, Pauline can change your outfit as well. This is a whole lot bigger and more advanced than Mario Odyssey's clothing system, as you can change not only your whole outfit and what colors of skin you can have, and you can change Pauline's outfit too, but they also provide effects, which is just sick. Now, you can discover treasure maps, which can lead to Bananium gems or fossils, or whatever that third thing is. All fossils and Bananium gems are on a handy little list, making it very easy to keep track of what you collected and what you haven't. There are getaways in certain spots as well. You can play all kinds of music here, and I would assume anywhere else too, with the music player. Subterranean eels have your back with traveling to and from different layers, as they can warp you around the map. There's also photo mode. You can also share a controller with a friend, which can make gameplay a blast. It's similar to Mario Odyssey, but it's Pauline instead of Cappy. Essentially, she's able to fire blasts of sound at enemies and walls. You can also have a Switch 1 system through GameShare, play local co-op, which is just sick. Assist mode also makes a return, and there's a mode called DK Artist, which is like Mario Paint. There's also amiibo functionality, and a new amiibo has been revealed, and it looks sick. It releases on the same day as the game itself. By scanning any of those amiibos pictures above, you can get gold Kong tiles. All other amiibos work in the game as well and give you round spheres for you to use. And then the artwork at the end, oh my word, so beautiful. But all that to say, the similarities between Mario Odyssey and Donkey Kong Bananza are glaring, but at least they're proud of it. They didn't try to hide it or change anything. If anything, they added stuff to the game like the fossil treasure maps. I think it definitely takes what Mario Odyssey did and changes it up just a bit to keep it fresh, while also keeping to that style of game. And honestly, as long as you're okay with Donkey Kong Bananza wearing its inspiration on his chest, I think we're perfectly fine. And I personally love what I played in Mario Odyssey, so I'm glad to see that style of game make a return. But hey, what do you think of this Direct? Did you think that it was as dope as I did, or were you disappointed in some manner? Maybe they should have brought back King K. Rool in the Direct itself. Regardless, let me know your thoughts. I'll try to respond to as many comments as I can. Feel free to subscribe and smash like. And if you want to hear about how Mario Kart World's controller meta is absolutely bonkers because of one simple thing, you'll want to click on this video right here. I'm Dastardly John. Hope you keep on staying dastardly.